Ito ang Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang naiiba at kakaibang plataporma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Streamcast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mami, si Jaye Bautista.
Hello everyone. Happy Monday morning. And thank you. Hello, Jake. Maaga tayo today. Early bird si Jake Elizar, who I'd like to congratulate Jake Elizar on his top honors yan sa school. Sana hindi ko ma-flash yung mo dito, yung commendation niya. Ano yan talaga, top student and talented artist, a graphite artist. Congratulations, Jake, on your honors, okay, sa eskwela. Submission na ng modules mo ngayon. So, it's a tough Monday for you. So, again, I cannot see the other people who are online watching me dahil walang pangalan na umaakyat, si Jake lang. But I want to acknowledge whoever's watching. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Maraming salamat. And of course, we're still in the subject of technology and how it's working for us. No, natapos natin yung tungkol sa mga senior citizens last time. How technology has affected the lives of our senior citizens as well. Yun yung last topic natin about technology last Friday. But happy Monday. This is not it's a manic Monday for a lot of people. Manic Monday, yun ang expression sa Amerika, manic Monday na is nakakalokang Monday dahil busy. Well, I trust that everyone had a good weekend. However way you spent your weekend, most of us, of course, still locked down and staying home, which we should do. And unnecessary travel talaga hindi kinakailangan. I'm glad to note na bumaba na raw yung infections. Somehow sa Metro Manila nabawasan dahil talagang doon delikado. It's disheartening to know na ang mga naapektuhan ay mga pamilya, buong pamilya. Nakakalungkot malaman na yun na nga buong pamilya na naapektan tapos may mga namatay. That's very very sad to hear. And me personally, I know of people na nagkaroon na ng COVID-19, mga pamilya. Some even really, my friends and close friends and families, masyado nang naging, tawag doon, lipana ba yun sa Tagalog? Basta it's widespread na it's already happening to people we know, even family members, right? So, careful pa rin tayo, of course, and please observe the safety protocols. I can't wait to get my vaccine. Nainggit ako sa mga kapatid ko na nagkaroon na ng vaccine dyan sa Marikina, yung libreng vaccine, na-avail na nila. Wala na ako sa Marikina, so dito na ako sa Pampanga mag-aantay ng bakunahan. My family and friends in abroad, in Australia, hindi pa, but my brother and his family sa America, na-vaccinate na lahat, pati sa Europe ng mga cousins ko. I'm still waiting to have my vaccination done. I can't wait. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about the technology pa rin, of course, and sa pagiging buhay online, kasama dyan talaga ang technology. And let's talk about gadgets. Gadgets, okay? First of all, okay, let's define what gadgets mean, okay? Let's define by defining what gadgets are. A gadget, okay, is a small tool, okay, such as a machine that has a particular function, okay, but is often thought of as a novelty. Kala nila gadget, laruan. Automatically, and some people, when you say gadgets, laruan, video games. Pero actually, because of technology, no, you have to realize and know that nowadays, walang trabaho now which cannot be done without the assistance of a machine, right? And there's not a single human activity where machines don't have to be used. Hindi natin siguro discount yung fact na nowadays mahirap mabuhay nang walang gadget or some sort of an appliance is a gadget, right? No one can deny the fact that gadgets have not only simplified our lives, but also it's made it more comfortable and luxurious. Ayun na nga. Kasi kaya nga nag-proliferate din yung pag-order online, right? Bumibili tayo ng gadgets, bumibili tayo ng appliances, bumibili tayo ng pangluto ng samgyupsal, online. And these are gadgets, right? But on the contrary kasi, naging dependent tayo dyan. Anong downside nun? Naging dependent na tayo masyado sa gadgets yata. Because nga, as we have been dependent on technology, right? On the contrary, a man's dependence on them has increased so much that we just cannot do without them at all now, right? Some people talaga, nakaasa na talaga sa gadgets and technology ang buhay. We cannot even dare to imagine a life without laptops, a life without cellphone. Right? Imagine niyo ba yung buhay niyo na wala kayong cellphone? Kaya niyo ba yun? Walang laptop, walang smartphone, walang notebooks, walang microwaves, and so on, right? Gadgets are not just meant for entertainment. They even improve our lives a lot. Well, like most of us think of gadgets as the iPods or MP3 players ng araw that provide entertainment. Or, of course, kaka-text, pang-text, right? Pang Facebook, pang FaceTime noon, right? But the world, when you think about the broader picture, hindi lang sa entertainment or para aliwin mo ang sarili mo ang gadgets eh. It really affects our lives, our daily lives per se, right? It does, okay? Do we need gadgets? Yes, we do, right? Because it's become a necessity somehow, right? Kasi nga, gadgets nowadays are a basic need for everyday lifestyle. Sa lahat ng kabuhayan natin, may some sort of gadget tayong ginagamit. It helps us a lot by doing things easier and faster. It facilitates things for us. Gadgets can also help students a lot by doing their projects more productive and progressive. This small thing, okay, can help us in our lives, whether it's in the house, at work, or at school, okay? So now I'm going to today I'm going to talk about the importance of gadgets in our lives and how we use them, okay? Okay? Gadgets for our daily life. Today we use various electronic gadgets, diba, sa ating buhay. Everything from cooking to music, it all uses electronics or some sort of electronic component in some way, okay? And yan, most of the gadgets are talagang electric, right? Or merong baterya or may power na kailangan gamitin. Especially communication gadgets, right? Communication gadgets are a category of gadgets which control the biggest part of our lives. But it is not the only gadget that can increase the efficiency, ha? Hindi lang yung communication gadgets like cell phones ang importante para maging efficient ang buhay. Just think of the morning when you start using the gadgets, okay? From the very first time in the morning, you need to use the alarm clock, diba? To wake you up. Nowadays, alarm, nasa cellphone mo na rin yan. So, yung smartphone talaga, very smart yan. Ang daming gamit, right? You wake up until you get up, okay, you use an alarm clock. Then, what do you do? Ako, what do I do? I make my coffee. I can't live without my fresh brewed coffee. Well, hindi naman exage naman I can't live. But if I have it, if I do, I brew my coffee. The smell of fresh brewed coffee in the morning makes my day. It makes me start my day right. Okay? Uh, then you can make coffee using a coffee maker followed by, di ba, watching TV to catch the latest news and stock market. Nowadays na nga, yung minention ko last time, hindi ang pagpanonood ng TV rin nagbago na eh. A lot of people don't even watch TV anymore because they can watch it on their tablets and their cell phones. Pero of course, kung gusto mo yung pamilyang lahat kayo nanonood, yung smart TV yung gamit mo, right? So you turn it on so that you can watch the news, right? Gadget pa rin yan, okay? Or when you watch the news, CNN, or you watch the stock market, okay? It has influenced, have gadgets influenced our lives to such an extent that hindi tayo makapag-imagine ng isang araw na wala yung gadgets natin. Yun na lang, di ba? Pagising mo, di ba sabi ko yun, pagising mo, breakfast ka, nowadays, pagising mo, yung alarm clock, syempre, naririnig mo yan, kaya ka nagising. Pero anong una mong ginagrab? Yung cellphone mo, di ba? Pagising mo sa umaga, tingin ka kaagad. Sino ba yung nag-text sa akin? May nag-message pa sa akin nung tulog ako, yung crush ko ba? Anong pinost niya sa Facebook? Or sa Instagram, whatever. We look at our cell phones right away, right? You know, so starting from the early morning till the time we reach our beds, we are making use of some type of gadgets for sure, no? In many ways, iba't ibang pamamaraan, okay? So, tingnan natin yung anong mga gadgets ba ang nakaka-affect ng buhay natin, right? Kasi, the idea, tsaka ano pa yan, di ba, nowadays nga, going towards robotics na yung mga gadgets. Pero, pinag-usapan na natin yan in passing. That will be another topic for another time, yung AI, artificial intelligence na technology, okay? Alright? So let's talk about what kind of gadgets really affect us or ang ginagamit natin sa buhay, alright? Sige, let's do that today, okay? Let's talk about the most useful gadgets that we use every day sa buhay natin, okay? Why do we need gadgets in our lives? Well, consumerism, okay, and the modern way of living have demanded that our gadgets operate in a certain way as the following are expected of them. Paano? Saan natin ginagamit? Sa information. Okay? A gadget must either give us information or, diba, or facilitate our jobs, right? Today, we use various electronic gadgets kasi in our daily lives. From cooking to music, to electronics, electronic components, communication gadgets nga kasi yung unang-unang major na gamit natin, right? But are gadgets just for entertainment? Like I said, no. Gadgets are not just for entertainment. They even improve our lives talaga a lot. Okay? So, let's go through these gadgets that we use. Okay? Okay? We have defined gadgets as a small tool such as a machine that has a particular function. Tama? Gadgets are electronically simplified applications that make work easy for us. Yun na yun. In a nutshell, it facilitates things. Okay? They play a significant role nowadays in our lives kasi we have grown so used to them. Nasanay na tayong gumamit ng kahit simpleng gadget ginagamit natin sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay, right? From washing machine, diba? Alarm clock, washing machine, vacuum cleaner. Ngayon nga may Roomba, diba? Parang robot na yung vacuum cleaner. Or, yung radyo noon, wala. Pwede na tayong makinig sa cellphone natin. Smartphone na talaga eh. But gadgets for our daily life, today we use different electronic gadgets para sa ating araw-araw na pamumuhay. Yun nga, from cooking to music, okay? Isipin nyo na lang na sa umaga-umaga pagising sa umaga, yan na nga, gadget na kagad na tinitingnan niyo. So let's look at the things, what kind of gadgets we use. Good morning, Miss Thelma Ilagan. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, gadget. Okay, let's talk about gadgets as a life helper and optimizer. Ano ibig sabihin? Kasi with the advancement of technology, new sophisticated gadgets are developed. Ang technology kasi napakabilis ng development, di ba? Sa isang iglap, may bago na naman. The importance of machines is coming up that it enables sa medical fields, sa surgeries, right? And diagnostic, thus preventing people from frequent deaths. In earlier times, kasi due to lack of medical development or equipment, usually people die before the time. But recently, medical science has developed so much that people can now get medicines for every disease and illness. Tsaka yun na nga, nowadays, may mga app na talaga, may mga nurse apps, lalo na in this pandemic, may mga apps na pwede ka mag-consult sa doktor remotely, right? Even for minor things like measuring blood pressure, sugar level, and those kinds of machines. Those are all gadgets. Yung pagkuha ng BP, yung daddy ko at mami ko, yung diabetic sila, meron yung machine na kumukuha ng blood sugar, hindi ka na kailangan mag-lab. Pero syempre, hindi 100% accurate yung mga yun. You still have to go to the hospital somehow to get your lab work done. Or at the same time, there are already mobile labs, right? Yung Medilab or whatever na pupunta sa bahay mo para kuhanan ka ng blood. Yung blood works, meron na ngayon din yan. Hi, Tita Agnes. Good morning, Tita Agnes. Tita Agnes Lakap. And also, of course, with Tita Agnes Lakap is Tita Pri. And I'd like to congratulate Layla Maniago, ang aming pamangkin, na nanalo ang kanyang entry, ang kanyang music entry. Tita Agnes, ano ba yun? Pakitype mo nga para ma-acknowledge ko kung ano yung napanalunan ni Layla para ma-announce naman natin. I think she joined a songwriting contest here in Pampanga and she won. I forget the title pero sana banggitin mo Tita Agnes para mabanggit ko. Well, congratulations Layla Laniago, all right? On your win. So yun, so going back to the gadgets that affect our lives, right? Yun na nga. The importance of gadgets in our lives. Gadgets increase our efficiency, okay? Before the invention of the telephone or the more recent, of course, emails, sending messages nung araw and letters would take days to reach its destination. Obvious yan, right? Yung snail mail ang tawag namin sa Amerika, sa post office, sa katagalan ng kartero mag-deliver. Nung araw, yan, post office. The software used for application on the internet and the telecommunications are nothing but technical gadgets, okay? These are technical gadgets. These instruments actually have increased human productivity in terms of work and made this world a better place for all of us. Obviously yan, talaga. Like yung binanggit ko dati, di ba? Technology and the advent of technology since the beginning of time, yun na nga, the invention of the light bulb. Thomas Edison, yun naalala ko na, hindi ko maalala na isang araw. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, right? This is all technology and this is all, yung telephone is a gadget, right? The light bulb is a gadget, I think, because it uses electricity, right? So, what else? A gadget increased the efficiency. Yan ang pinaka-major talaga naman. Number 2, a gadget brings joy to the family. This is the entertainment aspect of gadgets, right? With the advent of the webcam, yun na nga, yung pag-FaceTime or video accessories, staying away from family and friends is no longer so painful. Of course, masakit pa rin or namimiss mo pa rin yung family mo pagka ano ka or pati yung mga long-distance love relationships or long-distance family life because you're working abroad or you live abroad. Because of gadgets, we are able to at least visualize or see, hindi mo man mahawakan face-to-face, pero makikita mo naman face-to-face. Nakikita mo na yung mukha ng kausap mo. Hindi kagaya nung araw, telegrama, di ba? Telegrama, sulat, bago ka makabalita sa mga kamag-anak mo or friends and relatives who are out of the country or away or overseas. Pero ngayon, because of gadgets, kaya na natin silang kausapin kahit araw-araw makikita, para mo na silang nakikita araw-araw, hindi mo sila masyadong mamimiss yung physical presence because you can see each other face to face. Yan na nga yung nangyari sa amin ng aking husband-to-be na si Jenny Lacap, right? We were on a long-distance relationship because I was in Manila and he, of course, he is from here, Pampanga. Pero ngayon, magkasama na kami. Pero yun, paano namin na-bridge yung gap ng longingness na pagkikita is because, especially nung lockdown, nung kami, araw-araw kami magkausap, almost 24/7, face-to-face, video call. And that, using the gadget, which is our cell phones or our tablets or my laptop. So that's how gadgets can bring joy to families or to people, right? Through entertainment or through communication, right? The importance of machines can make distance or things come near and make human accessibility easier. Yun na nga, it bridges the gap somehow, right? Virtually nga lang, pero at least visual pa rin. Nakikita mo pa rin yung tao. Hindi mo na siya gaanang mamimiss kesa sulat lang na binabasa mo or pinadalang picture sa mail na inantay mo pa ng katagal bago nakarating sa'yo. Right? So, what else? Gadgets help in saving space. Paano? Okay. Initially, in the early years of telecommunication, the wired handsets could be positioned at a prescribed position only for connectivity. Tsaka yun na nga, may mga antena. Ang TV may antena, telepono may wire. But of course, sa pag-develop ng technology, the mobile phones were invented from the malaking cell phones to I had that wireless landline pa. And of course, the small phones na naging paliit ng paliit. Nakatawa yun, nung unang magawa yung cellphones, from the malaki, biglang nauso naman yung paliitan ng phone. Pero, nung lumabas yung mga Samsung na Note, ibang iPhone maliit, doon na yung palakihan na naging smartphone, naging tablet, because naging parang computer na talaga yung cellphone. And sorry to say, pero Samsung talagang gave iPhone the run for its money when it did those notes, the big phones, right? Nagkaroon. At yung Androids, nag-proliferate. Yung maliliit na phone, palakihan na bigla. Because, yun. Because of all the things, the functionality of the phones, nag-evolve, right? So those are the gadgets that we are used for communication. Not only communication, but entertainment. And of course, it helps families, relationships also. Makakatulong dahil ngayon sa mga malalayo. So, and they help in saving space because dahil sa technology nga, now, naging portable na rin yung information, portable na rin yung pag-aaral kasi dala-dala mo yung laptop mo or yung cellphone mo with you. Hindi na kailangan kang physically also to go to a library dahil pwede ka mag-research online, right? With the advent in technology, mobiles were invented that allowed users the freedom to access calls, kahit saan siya, mag-aral ka, kahit saan ka. Nung araw yung BlackBerry, di ba? One can also avail internet facilities on moving around. Isa sa mga unang mga phones, yung Nokia, yung BlackBerry. Yung BlackBerry, naging robust siya, isa sa mga smart telephones nung araw, right? Ano pa, diba? Gadgets, of course, are fun. Diba? Gadgets are fun. Naaliw ka talaga sa mga gadgets. Like, nung naumpisa yung mga iPad, right? At saka, nung araw, iPods. PODS. Yan ang music system, diba? Kung araw boombox, dala-dala mo yung malalaking boombox, tapos ang lalakas ng tugtog, nagkaroon ng iPods, paliit-paliit, yung music, no? iPods, music systems, video games, DVD, and most important of all, the popular idiot box of ours, TV. Okay? Nung na-invento yung TV, syempre alam natin yan, yan isa sa mga pinakamagandang breakthroughs na nangyari sa entertainment or sa leisure. Yung na-invento yung TV. From black and white TV na may pinto pa noon ng mga TV, di ba? May parang closet, binubuksan mong ganun, tapos black and white. To naging colored TV, right? TV needs no introduction because we know how enjoyable the invention of television has given us sa buhay natin, right? Our lives as children growing up were fun because of TV, right? And with the TV, yung DVD players, VHS players, Betamax, okay? Dahil diyan na kinakabit sa TV, naging mas masaya ang ating family life. I remember, okay, I miss my mom and dad so much. Our family, we would gather. I know we were one of the first ones to have that. Nung araw, lalagay mo yun sa TV mo, parang projector. So, kung TV mo, ganito lang kaliit, napoproject mo ng malaking way, yung pinapanood mo, and doon kami nanonood ng Betamax as a family in one room. And then my dad would come home from work with pizza or honey chicken from Aristocrat or chicken barbecue or barbecue chicken with Java rice. Lagi yung midnight snack namin yan habang nanonood kami ng movies. I miss those times. But yeah, gadgets played a very important role in our lives sa aming pamilya specifically. Kaya nga rin ako naging techie mommy. Bata pa lang ako, I was exposed to game and watch, video games. I love video games. Meron kaming game room nung araw sa Santa Mesa because sa may UERM, my mommy had a canteen there and merong game room somewhere along there too, where we had those big video games like Pac-Man, mga Tetris, mga Phoenix, Firebird, Galaxians. I knew how to play those things very well, and Speed Race. Doon ako actually nabibisto na naglalakwatsa kasi naalala ko pa sa Green Hills, naglalakwatsa kami. Di ba, noon pagka naglalaro ka ng video game, pag ikaw yung number 1, lalagay mo yung pangalan mo doon. Tara! Doon ako nabibisto ng dati kong boyfriend ng araw. Kung naglakwatsa ko, hindi. Pagpunta niya ng Green Hills, makikita niya sa video game. Ako yung number 1 doon sa Speed Race. Nabuking ako na naglakwa siya. Susumbong naman yun sa mommy ko. God rest her soul. But anyway, yeah, gadgets talaga. Sa akin, gadgets galore. I've lived with gadgets all my life. Kasi nga, yan, kaya ako naging techie mommy. I've always been fascinated with technology. So yeah, so gadgets are fun because they provide entertainment and it beats our loneliness, okay? These technical inventions have the power to make us smile by having access to our emotion and needs. Talaga naman. Pero yun na nga, wag lang to be addicted, right? Like a lot of things that happen. Internet addiction or gadgets addiction. Sorry, ayan, there was an interruption in our live stream. So yun na nga, like I said, they provide access to our emotions and needs. Kaya rin nagkakaroon ng mga gadget addiction, internet addiction. They are instruments that can ward off the feelings of loneliness, but at the same time, they can also create loneliness pag na-frustrate ka, pag natalo ka o hindi ka makalaro. Pero nowadays, my God, nakikita ko, yun, entertainment, pati recreation, well, yung online sabong is becoming such a big deal nowadays, right? Grabe, ang dami na tao na rin na dyan, na hook to online sabong. They are so fun, these gadgets, this fun game gadgets are fun that it actually becomes very essential to integrate them with our lives. Yun nga lang, as in anything, too much of anything is poison. So, dapat lang ma-regulate mo yung paggamit ng ganitong mga gadgets. Diba? Sa time management, sa things that you have to do to be responsible like work or school, wag natin hayaan na yung mga gadgets na to ay apektuhan na yung ating productivity sa trabaho at sa eskwela at even sa bahay. Kasi di ba may mga housewives na naka-internet na all day, nakalimutan na yung labada, nasunog na yung niluluto. Paano? Nanonood ng Netflix or naghahanap ng sale sa Shopee or sa Lazada, or mahanap ko anong mabibili. Pero we just have to always watch out for the extent that these gadgets or technology is having on us, okay? The effect that it has on us, okay? So ano pa ang importansya ng gadgets or ang impact nito sa buhay natin? Gadgets are encouraged to innovation and creativity, right? talaga naman, like I said naman, developments in technology happen so instantaneously, so fast, na before we know it, may bago na namang cellphone, may bago na namang ganito, may bagong version point one point whatever. Since technology is challenging, okay, it sparks the brain to work to its full potential, okay? In the past, it used to be very difficult to start a business, di ba? Nang ganun-ganun na lang. One had to have lots of capital and they even had limited access to business information. Pag magsimula ka ng business, talagang grassroots, talagang magre-research ka or physically ka on foot, alamin mo yung mga bagay-bagay bago ka makapag-umpisa ng negosyo. But nowadays, today, it's very easy to start a business while at home. Yun na nga yung mga nag-work from home. Tsaka yun na nga yung mga nowadays reselling, right? Hindi mo na, may iba nang nag-umpisa. Susunod ka lang or makikisakay ka sa negosyo na ito. Nowadays, you can start a business with minimal capital, pero mas maraming trabaho, like busy work na kailangan gawin, which is fine. And of course, a lot of it you can do online, right? Today, it is very easy to start a business while at home. Let's look at companies like Etsy.com, ETSY.com, which enable creative people to sell their works online. This encourages creativity. Another good example, yun nga yung mga Kickstarter. Diba? Ayan, Kickstarter.com, my company that I'm affiliated with in tech is Dream World, you know, yung nagpa-Kickstarter kami kasi when meron kasing app development company or game company that I'm affiliated with. And a lot of it, of course, nagpa-Kickstarter when we were launching a new game. Yung Kickstarter, nakakatulong yan. May mga magdodonate para makapag-raise ka ng funds para maumpisahan yung project mo. This helps creative people get funds for their projects through crowdfunding. Hindi lang crowdsourcing, crowdfunding man ang tawag dyan. Sa Kickstarter.com, ilalagay mo dyan yung product mo or yung gusto mong ibenta or yung gusto mong magawa. Kunyari, magsulat ka ng libro or yun na nga, mag-develop ka ng game. Kulangan funds mo, pwede kang present mo dyan yung product mo, tapos may mga tao magbibigay sa'yo ng pera to help you start it, right? That's Kickstarter.com, okay? Right? Let's talk about, okay, this makes gadgets cheap and affordable, all right? Gadgets not only make our lives easier, but also it saves us money and precious time, di ba? Buying a single gadget will give us the function of so many things. Totoo. Bumili ka lang ng smartphone, marami ka nang magagawa because it is a smartphone. Maraming functions siya and maraming things that will be facilitated pag meron kang cellphone na smartphone, right? This makes gadgets not cheap and affordable. It can therefore be concluded that gadgets are not only important because they make our lives easy, but also because we can also use them to entertain us, right? And make our lives happier and fun, okay? So, let's talk about naman the gadgets that we can use, okay? Right? Pero ang emphasize muna natin kasi iba-iba yung aspect ng gadgets to, iba-ibang category, right? Okay, gadgets na pwede natin gamitin sa consumerism, okay? First, understand, we must consider how they come about, okay? And kung paano ang consumerism, yung pagbibili, pagbebenta, pagmamarket, how gadgets have affected this, the modern way of living. Ang demand natin for gadgets operate in a certain way, okay? Sa information tsaka labor saver, a gadget must either make menial tasks easier or provide us with information. Yan ang isipin mo, pag bibili ka ng gadget or meron kang gagamitin ng gadget, isipin mo kung anong klaseng gamit ito sa'yo, right? Efficiency. Siyempre, dapat efficient yung gadget. Self-explanatory ito. Dapat efficient yung gadget, useful para sa iyo. Speed, itong consideration pagka may gagamitin kang gadget or bibilin. If it's going to take longer than doing it the old-fashioned way, then what's the point, right? Ayan, ang ano dito, which comes to mind yung air fryer, right? Yung air fryer, na pag-debate na namin ito ng anak ko, regalo yan sa akin ng anak ko last Christmas, yung air fryer ko. Kasi it takes 30 minutes for us to make certain things na nagdo-drain sa electricity, di ba? Matakas ba ang gamit ng electricity ng air fryer? Oo yata eh. As opposed to kung yung french fries, pinirito ko na lang doon sa oil. Pero yun na nga, ayoko nga ng oil. Yun ang ano, for me, ayun ang mas gamit doon. Hindi that it saves the time is because it doesn't make me use oil. And yun ang point ng air fryer ko. Kasi napakadali talaga. Pakuluin mo yung mantika, ihulog mo dyan yung french fries, in a few minutes, luto. As opposed to ilang minutes sa air fryer. Wala namang oil. Eh, yun ang mas importante sa akin na walang oil yung french fries namin. Kesa sa lumulutang sa oil na kailangan mo pa i-drain, right? Ano pa? Compactness and mobility. No gadget can really honor that title if it does not at least have a mobile counterpart. Diba? Yung nga, yung mobility, yung pagka portable na isang bagay. That is a cause for consideration. Tapos ito, yung itsura ng gadget. It needs to look cool, futuristic, right, and mysterious. Okay? The key, which has already been mentioned, is digital. Okay, watches were digitalized also. Then along came the internet, then radio and TV. They were all given digital treatment. Yan na nga yung mga relo na nagkaroon ng biglang yung itsura naging futuristic na. Okay? So what are the gadgets that we think are useful to us? Okay? Syempre, okay, number 10, okay? Yung mga video games before na gamit nung araw, ano yung mga nag-evolve na mga gadgets? Yung Nintendo Game Boy, okay? The Nintendo Game Boy, or yung, di ba? Ako, I had Game Boy, tsaka Game & Watch. Nintendo Game Boy, meron din ako niyan nung araw. It paved the way for the 3Ds and PS Vitas of today, okay? And made school bus journeys and rainy lunchtimes a pleasant experience, or after all, okay? Nothing like it had really been seen before. And although the graphics were shady, okay, it was the first step of of a revolution in mobile gameplay. Diba? Yung Game Boy, naalala niyo yun? Ano ba to? Pakita ko na nga. Let me see. Okay, let me try to see. Let me show you. Kasi yung mga generation ngayon, baka hindi na alam itsura nito. Pero I love this Game Boy before talaga. Okay, let me just get it and show you. Okay. Alright. Alright, sandali lang ha. Ano ko lang. Ilalagay ko lang dito. Okay. Parang, okay, naalala niyo pa itong Game Boy, or let me get it. Ang Game Boy, I had this, I think, naabutan pa ba na anak ko itong Game Boy? Wala na yata. Nabaha na yung Game Boy. Okay. Oops, sorry. Where are you? There. Oh, di ba? Ayan. Di ba alam niyo yan? Yan, see yung Game Boy. I had this. I like this gadget. Right? It paved the way for the 3Ds and PS Vitas of today. Talaga. Nothing like it really. I've played many games on this Game Boy. So from there, diba, tapos ngayon PS5 na tayo, right? From here pa yung Game & Watch na alam niyo. Game & Watch. I had iba-ibang Game & Watch. Sa Green Hills pa kami pumupunta sa Nova Fontana, ang tawag sa store na yan. Suki kami doon ng mga kapatid ko to buy gadgets and games. Game Watch, Game Boy, Game & Watch, tsaka yung mga model, tsaka figures, mga Star Wars figures ng kapatid ko. Yan. Doon kami sa Green Hills, sa Nova Fontana na store, bumibili. So yan, this is my Game Boy, okay? I just had to get it. It reminded me of the old days. Tara! Try natin yung lumang gadget. Jurassic. So yeah. So what else, right? Ang iPod. Oh, yan. Sige, kunin ko yan. Ang iPad, di ba? Alala niya, iPod not iPad. Sinong hindi nagkaroon ng iPod para makinig ng music? Di ba? Paliit ng paliit yung iPod na yan. Mahaba, maliit. But see, ito yung advent ng technology ng pagkikinig sa music. Meron tayong mga iPods, right? I should have here. Kunin ko rin ulit. Ano to? Trip to nostalgia ng gadgets to, okay? Para maalala nyo kung ano yung kinalokohan nyo rin ng mga gadgets. Right? So, let's see. Kunin ko rin. Lagay din natin dito para paalala. Right? So, where's the... here. Right? Oh, diba? These are the iPods. Oops, muntik na naman ako mawala. Alright, these are the iPods that we had before, right? See, these are the old gadgets that paved the way to the gadgets that we have today. Very good, see? From early models to the latest iPod Touch, Apple truly reinvented the way in which we listen to music, di ba? And have access to music. Wala na yung mga araw noon na yung boombox nga, nasabi ko sa inyo, dala-dala dito sa balikat. Yung mga tugs-tugs noon is talagang tugs-tugs because may malaking boombox. Or ano pa, yung CD player, Walkman, di ba? Yun, yung Walkman. Gone are the days of having to carry the boombox like a bazooka on your shoulder. Okay, a case of your favorite CDs, along with an unpocket-friendly Walkman CD player. The latest touch boasts FaceTime, HD video recording, Retina display, grabe diba? Yan ang mga bago. AirPlay, music, iTunes, games, apps, iOS, iCloud, AirPrint, and voice control. Okay? Yan yung touch. Yan ang bago. Right? Ano pa? Ano pang technology gadget na nauna noon? It is the webcam. Diba? Nung araw, naka-desktop ka, wala namang camera yung mga computer. So, lumabas yung mga webcam. Perhaps not really taking off as an individual gadget on its own, right? The birth of the webcam certainly influenced the way modern technology is built today. Talaga, truth be told, right? Very few laptops are now made without a built-in webcam. But like I said, yung mga desktop, wala namang camera before. That's why we were buying those webcams na kinakabit natin, right? And the cameras on phones are utilized to allow video calling now. It meant that computer software such as Skype allows meetings to be held over long distance. Pero yun na nga, nung umpisa, ang mga computers wala namang camera. We had to buy webcams, right? So yan ang isa sa technology na nag-umpisa na gamit na nag-pave the way for the modern the laptops and the cell phones to have cameras and video calls, right? Ano pang na-invento na gadget before? It is the GPS. Okay, GPS. Ito yung mga GPS is how you track yung mga directions, how you get directions, how you find addresses, right? Nung inimbento yung GPS na yan, napaka useful na gadget. Gone are the days of sitting on the side of the road while dad is trying to open this big map. Pag nawawala kayo, di ba? Yung mapa na physical map on paper, bubuklatin. Pag nasa Amerika kami, pag nagko-cross country, right? Ang mapa ang dala-dala mo ngayon, GPS na, meron ng Waze, and all those things. Wala na yung ganun. Of course, there were fun times when you were traveling and then you had to open a map and look and read and see kung saan ka pupunta. Pero ngayon, may Waze, may GPS, you know, those were fun times. Pero now, meron ng mga downloadable celebrity voices allowing the likes of Homer Simpson to frantically tell you kung kakanan ka or kakaliwa ka somewhere, right? At saka pati sa Philippines, nagkaroon din ng mga ganyang app na boses ng artista yung nagsasabi, right? Di ba meron si ano yata, si Catriona Gray na Waze? I think somebody's a beauty queen's voice is used for as a GPS voice. Okay, ano pa? Yun, yung Samsung Galaxy Tab. Yan, yung tablet, no, right? Considered as a better option to the iPad. Unlike its Apple counterpart, the 7-inch touchscreen gadget supports flash as well as voice and video call. See, ang Samsung ang nauna nag-imbento ng tablet na parang telepono rin eh. I remember because I attended the launch of the Note and in Berlin. I was one of the Techie media who attended the launch ng mga tablet na to. Okay? Completely reimagining yung laptop. Kasi parang laptop na rin siya itong tablet to eh. Tablets, Kindles, and the like are becoming more powerful and more compact with each new release na version. And the possibilities of using them are endless. Yun na nga talaga. Naging mobile, yung desktop talaga, into laptop, into tablets that are robust and mas maraming features. Talaga eh. Dahil nga dun sa ano, di ba, na hindi na lang Apple ang namuno sa technology. Nga, yung Samsung talaga ang nagpa-nervous sa Apple. Nung gumawa siya ng mga Android, at gumawa siya ng mga Note, ng mga tablet, right? At lumaki na yung mga telepono from the little ones, right? Ano pa? Nung naimbenta ang Bluetooth, right? Bluetooth, a technology that almost snuck up on us like a highly trained ninja. Parang secret ang ng Bluetooth. Bluetooth has now become so mainstream and synonymous with the 21st century. It is a wonder how we ever live without Bluetooth. Diba? Ngayon talaga, yung speaker mo, yung ano mo, yung printer mo, pwede mo lahat i-Bluetooth. Pwede mo lahat i-Bluetooth yung music sa or yung Spotify and everything else. Lahat pwede i-Bluetooth. Parang remote control din yan, Bluetooth has now become really a very useful thing. The applications for it are endless, allowing us to wirelessly transmit data between phones, between our PCs, between our TVs, right? Kakanood ka ng programa, i-Bluetooth mo lang lahat. And even allow us to wirelessly use our phones while driving. Talaga, yun na nga. Di ba? Naka-Bluetooth, headset. Pati nga, i-Bluetooth mo rin yung tawag mo. Pwede rin sa kotse mo. Meaning, we can use our phones while driving using Bluetooth. It can help us avoid the unwanted run-in with of course, with the cops. Pag hindi nila nakikita yung Bluetooth speaker mo sa tenga, hindi mo na kailangan idikit yung cellphone mo kasi bawal nga, di ba? Hinuhuli. Sa Amerika, hinuhuli yan. Alright? Ano pa? Of course, the invention, which is the digital camera, right? Although it must be said that photos produced from a Polaroid retain a certain charm. Oo. Of course, bago tong digital camera, yung Polaroid ang gadget na invento na maganda na pipicturean mo tapos yung film mo right there na de-develop yan yung mga Polaroid. Super yan, good invention. Pero from the Polaroid cameras which we had before to the digital camera, nung na-invento yung digital camera, aliw rin talaga kasi clearer ang pictures, right? Siyempre, it certainly was not fun when you realized, for example, nung araw, sa camera, bibili ka ng mga film, di ba? Yung niro-roll mo pang ganon. Gadget naman ang camera. Pero from that, tapos papadevelop mo. Tapos nagkaroon nga ng Polaroid, right? Tapos later years talaga, biglang nauso ulit yung mga Polaroid, di ba? May mga bagong Polaroid cameras na yung mga bata ang gusto mo. Parang yung mga turntable, yung mga, pati yung mga vinyl sa mga plaka na long playing, all of a sudden, nauso yan sa mga kabataan 3 years ago, papabili ng turntable na may needle, diba? O, yung gadgets parang nagiging retro, bumabalik lang. But, ang bummer noon, pag na-realize mo na puno na yung film mo, and then you have to go to the kunyari pa-develop mo yung film mo, o kaya meron kang sarili mong darkroom, nag-develop ka ng sarili mo. Before, my brother had a darkroom growing up because he was, dabbled in photography for a while. Now you can take countless photos, not only view them instantly, but have them uploaded and printed instantly, di ba? Yung cellphone mo. Yun nga rin, i-bluetooth mo lang din dun sa sa kumpanya na yun eh, or yung pwede mo na pa-print yung picture na nakuha mo sa cellphone mo or sa digital camera. Okay? At saka yun na nga, yung quality ng mga pictures kept improving through the years because of the invention of these gadgets. From the Polaroid to the digital camera to your smartphones na magaganda ang camera ng mga Android, right? Ano pa? Yung uh, yung cable TV or yung gadgets na nilalagay ngayon sa mga TV na diretso na ikaw nakaka-watch ng mga cable shows, right? All from the comforts of your home, the remote, ayun na, tsaka yung pag-invento pala, sorry, ng remote control, okay? Remote control allows you to tell your TV or anything, hindi ka na kailangan tumayo para ilipat yung channel. Ayan, ang invention ng remote control, wireless remote control, ay very, very important. Talaga, okay? At ano pa? Yung digital TV, right? We all remember a time when we would visit our grandma or grandpa and she would still have an old black and white television. Like I said nga, di ba yung TV ng araw black and white, tapos may kahoy, parang cabinet, tapos nilalak pa, may lock pa yung TV ng araw eh. Pag ayaw ng magulang mo na manood ka ng TV, ilalak nila yon. Meron ganun na, nakita ko pa yun sa bahay namin when I was a little girl. But I don't know, I remember seeing such a TV. Well, not anymore, okay? Now, flat screen, panipisan ng TV, digital, and now 3D TV is literally in our homes, in our living rooms, right? Already incorporated in most cinemas, 3D technology is already here. Pwede ka manood ng 3D sa sarili mong bahay. Yun ang number 2 invention, right? Are digital TVs. Smart TVs. Smart anything, di ba? Smartphone, smart TV, smart washing machine, smart refrigerator. Kasi nga, meron ng technology talaga naka-infuse dyan, which is computerized things. And the robotics kasama na rin dyan. So, nag-evolve na rin ang invention ng TV from those black and white kahoy TVs to digital TV to smart TVs. Alright? Yan ang number 2 na invention yata. And number 1 that tops the list of gadgets that were invented and made is the smartphone. Okay? The telephone. Android, iPhone, and smartphones have literally redefined the way we live. Okay? Tanggapin niyo man o hindi, totoo yung reality na yan. Most people cannot live without their cell phones anymore, right? Now, a mobile does not simply make calls or take photos or texting and allow us to play Snake. Nung araw, nilalaro Snake, di ba? Sa telepono. They can talk to each other, right? Our cell phones can talk to our laptops, can talk to our desktops, it can talk to our TV, it can turn on your air conditioning. That's how smart the phones are nowadays. To pretty much anything with a digital pulse, kayang i-control from your smartphone. You can watch movies on them, watch Netflix all day long, have instant access to YouTube and Facebook. You can play your games on the smartphone, go shopping through your smartphone, listen to your favorite music, of course, go on Instagram and Facebook, do even your live stream program like this on your smartphone, right? That's how technology has evolved in gadgets, right? Tsaka ito yung mga useful sa atin na gadgets. Smartphone. I think that's the pinaka-useful gadget of them all sa ating mga buhay, right? So, sandali lang. Let's just check, alright? Because, as usual, ayaw na naman umandar tong aking. But anyway, so, again, no, I'd like to congratulate Jake who's watching. Jake Elizar, Iho, congratulations on your top honors from school. Ano yan? Medalist pa ba yung matatao? May magbibigay pa ba ng medal or certificate? Basta, I'd like to commend Jake Elizar for getting top honors in his school. At ayun nga, nag-submission doon niya ng modules ngayon, Monday. And then thank you, Thelma, for being here. Of course, Tita Agnes Lakap and Tita Pri and the Maniago family who are watching. And of course, my Lakap family here and my Bautista family and Celestino families. Thank you very much. Birthday greetings. Happy birthday to late happy birthday Ana de la Riva Rivera. And also happy birthday to my dear friend Alda Bichin, my schoolmate from elementary in Colegio de Santa Rosa, who is in Canada, I think. Happy birthday to you, my dear. And to Diana Laybag, also happy birthday. And today we were in the subject of gadgets and their importance in our lives. And I have given an overview of that. Tapos, minention ko rin yung 10 things, 10 gadgets na-invento that impact our lives, right? Yung, because of yung mga gamit nito sa ating buhay. Of course, marami pang topics dyan sa mga gadgets na yan. Pwede mo pa yung ihimay-himay kung paano to nagiging useful sa ating buhay. Tomorrow, I will talk about, kasi I thought I was going to be able to talk about it today, pero wala. Time flies really, really fast when you're having fun, right? So tomorrow, we will talk about yung mga iba-ibang apps dun sa mga gadgets na useful para sa atin. Merong budget apps, right? Merong mga financial apps. Today, I browsed and breezed through communication gadgets, which is like cell phone, TV, right? Radio or music gadgets. These are communication gadgets. But there are a lot of technological gadgets at marami rin siyang mga aspects. So, patuloy pa natin yan papag-usapan bukas bago tayo mag-shift sa ibang topic. Right? But I will say, please, the show is welcome for all your inquiries and suggestions. Please feel free to field your questions and suggestions either through the Broadstreamcast Communicators page or through my personal messenger or my Facebook. You can find me on Facebook as JC Bautista. Pwede po kayo yung mga nag-email sa akin, yung mga alam ng email ko. Salamat sa mga inyong katanungan at suggestions. So tomorrow we will be back to breeze through the different apps that are used for these gadgets that we use for our daily lives. Okay, so we will answer then questions tomorrow. Why do we need gadgets in our lives again? Because today we use electronic gadgets mostly sa araw-araw na buhay natin. Everything from cooking to music, diba? It uses electronics or electronic components in some way. Like I said, today we talked about communication gadgets, okay? They are a category of gadgets which control the biggest part of our lives, okay? But it is usually the gadgets that can increase our efficiency and effectivity sa ginagawa natin sa buhay. So, tomorrow, more on this topic. Maraming salamat sa mga sumama sa akin itong oras na ito and talked about gadgets and their importance in our lives. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining me, and happy Monday to everyone. Looking forward to a more productive and fruitful Monday. And thank you so much for today, Lord, that I'm able to wake up to this good Monday. All right? Maraming salamat at magkita-kita tayo ulit po bukas. Same time, same page, Facebook page. And of course, pagkatapos nitong live stream program, we are immediately transferred and our past episodes are all saved in our YouTube channel. Ang Broadstreamcast Communicators po ay meron ng YouTube channel. Doon mapapanood nyo yung aming mga past episodes. If you missed it, the live stream, you can watch it there sa YouTube. Okay? And of course, if you watch it, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel also. Okay? Para naman ma-achieve din namin ang aming viewership na inaasam, right? Help us achieve that. Thank you so much for your support. So again, as I always say, we always have to keep our faith. Three things remain at the end of the day: faith, in the being up above, hope in our hearts. As long as we're alive and as long as nagigising tayo sa bawang araw, we should always have hope. And nowadays, of course, we are hoping that this too will come and pass us all. Matatapos din tong ating pinapagdaanan. And of course, love for everyone, love for mankind, love for each other. Be mindful of other people. Thank you so much. Have a good day and see you again tomorrow. Maraming salamat.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.